cleaned up and greased up. Yes, I got to show myself greasing it, because if I don't show me greasing it, I get guys saying, "You never grease that thing. What's the matter with you?" Hey, it's another morning. It's going to be nice and warm today. Can't believe the amount of fellas who have commented that they would wear long sleeve shirts all summer long. One fella said he wore long johns all summer long, but he was doing logging and was hoping to keep the wood ticks off his legs and stuff. So said after they got soaking, wringing wet, it kept him cool. So I want to try that. No. But anyway, gotta take care of the chickens and the cattle and the dugs, and then that's dogs, and then get the combine ready. After I get the wheat cut, I'm gonna fool with finishing plowing and maybe run a disc over it and drag the corn planter down. Let's see how far I get before a rain event moves in. Anyhow, let me get rolling. Got lots to do. Snoopy, you gonna help? Yeah, Snoopy says he's gonna help some. But today is the day.
This is the date. Yes, this is the day.
Today is the day. We get the combine out. Prepare it for a vast Hilldale Farm wheat harvest. It's always a nice view on the way to the barn. As you can see, I got things cleared out to get the combine out. But gonna have to drain all the gas out of it this year. I really don't have time. Just like every other year, everybody said, "Why didn't you clean the tank?" I ain't got time. Y'all want to come down and help? Come on, bring it on. I'm ready to accept any help. The pay is lousy, but at least the hours are terrible too. So. They are looking like they think they deserve a breakfast. Guess I better give them something. Let's look and see how much I got to do. I got to try to clean this tank out. Don't smell too terrible, but I got plenty of free gas, so I'm going to go ahead and drain that out, put some fresh in. I got to fill that tire with air. As you can see, we got it propped up. And got to charge Mr. Battery. It's always a challenge to get the gas to go up this line up to the carburetor. You usually have to pressurize the tank and push it up there. So how much is in here? I can't quite see. Maybe I should wait a minute. I got a lighter in my pocket. Let me try. No, I better not do that. Let me get the battery charging first, and then I'll put air in the tire, and got a bunch of stuff to move, and the dogs ain't going to help. They're there for moral support only, that's all. Now I got to move stuff. You might be saying, why didn't you do that last night after supper? Well, the sun is shining right there, right down in here after supper. And it was 100 degrees right here. And I'd have had enough during the day. So it'd be nice to have a shed that was for nothing but keeping this combine in, because we got a lot of stuff to move to get it out. Ready to put the air in. Got the air hose going on back there, so I got my paraphernalia. Hey fellas, what kind of bugs are these? They show up in the summer and they're hanging around they're always under the buckets and stuff that I have up by my ground corn. Where do they go in the winter? They're always in the summer. They multiply in such numbers. I grab them by the handful and put them in there for the feed I'm taking to the chickens. I don't know what kind of beetles they are. Maybe some of you all know the proper name, I don't know. This shed was the hog shed when we had hogs, and had them in 3 sections. And we would clean it out with Pop and Johnny. We had a, not a bucket, I don't know what you call it. It goes over the forks, and it was about 7 or 8 feet wide. I guess I'll call it a bucket. And that's what we used to clean this out with. And I miss that. I don't miss in the middle of summer when a hog would get his head stuck in a gate and start screaming in the middle of the night and wake me up. And of course we had the windows open because we didn't have air conditioning back then. We don't have air conditioning now. We got window fans. But that might be enough air in here. Now I'd have to come out in the middle of the night and grab a hold of the gate and put my foot on the forehead of that hog and shove his head out of there. I don't know. Crazy. Still good memories. Got the battery in there. Turned on the gas. I just want to see if it'll turn over and halfway start. Let's see what happens. Not getting anything. There you go. Let me take her out of gear. That might help. Him out of gear. Sorry. Let me choke him. Which one's a choke? Guess he's a choker. I don't know. Let's see. Let me try a couple other things. Might need to tap on the carburetor a little bit. Kind of hard to get to up there. Let me tap on them some. Tapped on them a little now. See if I can pump up any gas, and I'll spray a little more starting fluid in there and see what happens. I've been spoiled the last couple of years. It started right up without any problems. So let me do a little bit more work to it. Contact. Help me get out. Yep, he got it, man. Here we are. We are in the outside. Everything is working as it should. That's marvelous. All right. Still got oil pressure even if I turn it off. That's a plus. Like having blood pressure after you're dead. But anyway, I get to washing it off a little bit. At least the parts that matter anyway. So I'm not going to clean out the tank and put fresh gas in it after all. There's a mouse under there. I gotta move this lawnmower so the dogs can get at him. Oh my. The dogs were too fast. They made short work of him. They're looking for more. Didn't get a chance to get any of it on camera. Sorry. But anyway, let's get this beast cleaned up and greased up. Yes, I got to show myself greasing it, because if I don't show me greasing it, I get guys saying, "You never grease that thing. What's the matter with you?" So I'm going to get my grease gun and get greasing. There are some grease fittings deep in the bowels, the belly of the beast here, so I gotta reach way up in there and get them. Just to prove to you all that I'm actually greasing it. So let me see if I can reach it way over there. If not, they got a door on the other side I can open up. Oh yeah, I think I got him on there. Yep. These are the shakers, I guess you call them. I didn't grow up with a combine. We didn't have a combine. And we had W.O. Tucker come down with his gleaner and combine our wheat. And my cousin Paul, he had a nice John Deere grain cart, which I would dearly love to be able to find, but I don't know where it is. And so I'm going to try to find a grain cart like that sometime. And then we take it back in the back of the big old hay barn there, and we had a spot back there. He would dump it right on the floor. That would be our pile of wheat. So for future use, so that's why it don't seem so strange for me to just keep it sitting in the hopper. There you go. Let me search for a couple more of these grease fittings. No lubricating job would be complete without putting some old burnt oil on some chains and even on the cutter bar. This thing's moving good and slick. Yeah, sir. I put some on the cutter bar. Old burnt oil. Nothing goes to waste on the farm. Old burnt oil have many uses. Preserving wood, putting it on your plow bottoms after things are you're done plowing, keep her from rusting, greasing up things, lubing up all kinds of different things. And Dad would even, after we castrated the little pigs, he would smear it on their hind ends. Wouldn't sew them up or nothing, just kind of plaster this on there. So anyhow, medicinal purposes, you know. I know many of you uninitiated viewers will be simply amazed at the high-tech features of the modern-day combine. This is one of the most technologically advanced combines for about 70 years ago. And anyhow, but the term combine, for those of you who don't know, which is probably 0.5%, is it combines cutting the crop and thrashing it, both operations. So there you go. There's your fact lesson for today. But yeah, for those, I never thought that some of you guys may not be farmers watching this. This is how the machine works. The cutter head cuts the stalks of wheat or rye or barley or whatever, and pulls it in. This auger spins around and pulls it towards the center, which it gets picked up there and pulled back into the unit where it has a bunch of different operations go on inside there. There's it's very, very technical. You got the hiatal sparking rods, which undulate back and forth across the infinitive marsupial clines, and from there it moves to the twin snitchers back here, and they shake it, and the seed falls out and goes through the fallopian snorts up here and comes out through the ding twizzler. And if you get lost on all this technical stuff, you can Google these terms and find out. But anyway, let me pull it up. Running the combine in the hottest part of the year, hottest time of the day, you got to make sure you got your coolant level where it should be, which is not, so I'm going to put some in there. And also, you got your screen that it breathes through, pulls air through the radiator. So I clean those screens, and we'll put some antifreeze in it. And while I'm here, I might as well check the Earl. Looks good. Yep, we in good shape. Anyway, let's get out there. Let's see if it'll go again. We certainly hope so. there you go. There's a lot of flapjacks in there. Some added protein. Whew. Cleaned it really, really well. Man, I mean, tell you what, that really is clean. That's a clean sample there. Woo! Now comes the cleaning and the grinding and the baking and the eating. The best parts. All right. Thanks for joining us. Give me a thumbs up, a like, and you can subscribe. And leave a comment. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. Catch you later. Bye. Now I got to go plow that piece of ground that I just harvested the wheat off of. So the fun never stops here at Hilldale Farm. The farm that time forgot. That's all she wrote.